When warriors meet, the cosmic table is set. Sit while dreams come true. Yeah. Yeah, the warriors are meeting, there's no doubt about it. And know that when you meet, you get together, man. The cosmic table will be set. Ain't that right, cause? All comes together. So y'all sit while dreams come true. So here we are for a time of contemplation and listening to what the oracle has to say to put us on the right path, to keep us there, and to allow us to be correct. And ain't that it? Just to be correct. Seems like just a little thing, huh? But it's a big deal, truly. Because you got to be awake, you got to pay attention. And so the oracle comes to us, the I Ching. I Ching. For the week of February the 10th in 2020. 2020. Wow. Time flies when you're having a good time. And we come to the advice, the edict, the pathway to be laid before us. And it's one that really means a lot. This one means a lot to me. It's about gathering together. Number 45, that's what I'm doing now. Gathering the forces together. And we're going to bring out some teaching and some lessons, and going to put together some vehicles to bring us together. Those webinars. We're going to speak about the I Ching. So stay tuned. There's going to be the opportunity for this community to join together. And in reality, not so virtual. So we come to number 45. It's we gathering together. Above is the lake. Yeah, that's right, Annie. It's the lake. And below is the earth. Yeah, the wisdom. Bring hearts and minds together. There is a great task ahead. Join together in community with love and humility. Ain't that it? Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in the right relation? Where is your water? These are the questions the tribal elders would ask you at the point in your journey to coming home to the true self, right? To get ready to go into battle, to get ready to be married, to get ready to join council where you find that you must become authentic and you must become real. You must be free of doubt and free of shame, and that is the work, right? Look to what you've gained and accomplished. And now come to ritual where you celebrate that without giving quarter to anything or anyone. Deconstruct what got you here. Sure, there's helpers, man, but it's you. You've been inspired. You've been engaged. What got you here? And when you go to that place here at the altar, you make an offering. You make a sacrifice. Make a sacrifice of spirit and of soul, right? That was my rooster in the background. Give up what you love, but do not need. Make room to grow. Be vulnerable and unprotected with the knowledge that you are correcting your actions, your associations, and your unspoken contracts, the ones that you've hidden. Those contracts that are sitting there and they're sucking you dry, your energy, and you're embarrassed to go in and break them, man, but you got to go in and bust those contracts wide open. Even, those contracts, maybe you made them with your parents, and maybe your parents are not in your life anymore, but you got to break those contracts. And the ones you might have with your lover, with your wife, with your husband, with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, whatever it is, with a friend. And if there's something that hasn't been talked about, man, talk about it. This call to the inner wisdom asks you to look deeply at what is your motivation. What really are you thinking about? And to be sincere in your assessments and in your actions. If you choose a path so you're going to look good to others, or that might allow you to mingle with the desired group, be cautious. As movement of that type will surely lead to a wounding, that wounding would be difficult, if not impossible to repair, right? You got to be careful. You don't go with the ones that are doing the dance, to look good and to be hip and all that, because that's not the point, see? You got to open yourself up and be vulnerable. Not the vulnerability the sage speaks of in this qual, and not that kind of vulnerability. We're talking about leadership. Leadership, that's what's happening now. It doesn't have to be the arrival where you show up as the warrior on the white horse, got your flags flying and all that. But there's times when that kind of flash can be useful, no doubt about that, but not now. The leadership that we're speaking of here is the rendering that that the leader comes into the group, into the battalion, if you will, and to be within. It might be in your family, it might be in commerce, it might be your relationships, it might be on your spiritual journey. You see, your role is not to create a commonality of thought and action, but to encourage a strong individuality, remaining in your truth and adhering to the highest standards of integrity and compassion, right? You see, being a leader, it is not to lead by issuing orders or by setting limits, right? You do that, you get over here, come on, my way, the highway. Rather, you lead by encouragement. Tell people that they're doing good, God, we need that. Is it your kids? Is it your wife? Is it your lover? Is it a friend? Is it somebody that you might work with? Tell them they're doing a good job. Don't bullshit, they got to be doing a good job. But tell them that, right? As you work together for the common good, we speak about the common good so much, and we're going to have lessons on that. What is that really? How does that come together? Sun Tzu talks about it. This General Sun Tzu, he was a Chinese general, brilliant tactician from about 722 to 481 before the Christian era. He wrote a book called The Art of War. And in his teaching, he says the greatest leader does not lead from the front. He doesn't lead from the back. He leads from within. That is, he's with the people. And it's in this way that true and righteous power of a group or a community or in a relationship is actualized, and great things can be accomplished. Achieving harmony as you lead the way in projects with others or in personal relationships is now required for your spirit to flourish. This is accomplished by actions that have the constituents of honesty, sincerity, and integrity. Yeah. In your times of intimacy, think about this intimate aspect of your life, when you're there with your beloved and intimacy is there. Man, respect those moments as sacred, for they are sacred. They're ceremonial. Don't let one pass without knowing that it's a ceremony, the balance between light and dark, yin and yang. Honor the feminine and embolden the hero. I work with couples a lot in my work, and I feel every time I do that every couple that's doing well together, that are honest and do shine, it's a message that goes to the rest of the world that we can be free and get along together. That's how important that is, how sacred that is. Leaders who are well prepared when met with ignorance or arrogance maintain inner discipline, and they are examples to all. You got that? Leaders who are prepared when met with ignorance or arrogance maintain inner discipline and are examples to all. That's what I'm talking about. Be examples. Be examples to your friends, your family, to the people around you. When people gather together, you see, it's natural. There's going to be some conflict. It happens. It can raise issues of jealousy, or the quest for control, and show your power, right? All that stuff. Conflict creates great energy, you see. It's the task of the leader, the head of the clan, to convert the energy created by conflict into a positive force that can lead all concerned to their personal goals and to those of the tribe. It's like you hear the rooster, man. The rooster, he's showing that he's in control, man. He's speaking up and going there, and that stops conflict. It does. Nobody wants to fight with that cat, I'll tell you. Oh, I guess you don't call it chicken a cat, but that's the deal. You see, leaders got to remain calm, right? They got to remain devoted. They got to be centered and move with integrity and compassion and kindness. Keep in mind that these lessons do not only apply to your social world, but are an awesome arsenal to have with you on your inner journey that takes you to the road less traveled, the pathway that leads you to the clarity in your inner life. And it is in this ritual space, for it is that you expose to yourself the lies you've lived and told those lies. And it's here that you forgive yourself, for you can, as you embrace your personal shadow, right? We're lying to cover stuff up that we're embarrassed about, or, you know how it is. You tell a lie, you got to remember so much. You're looking over your shoulder. This kind of action, if you're being clear, it resolves the fear, it resolves the doubts, which are the obstacles. There's the obstacles that don't let you get what you want, don't let you achieve your dreams, don't allow you to have peace of mind. A great leader may not necessarily be recognized as a leader at the time, and he still is a great leader, or she's a great leader. Leadership, as all tacticians know, are often achieved invisibly, without outward acknowledgement, and require no reward. You see, it's an assignment, and that gig is an assignment to be a leader, and it's not about getting shekels of gold, man. It's about being there because it's the right thing to do, and you're in the right place. And if you maintain a correct attitude, the egos of your fellow pilgrims will not be challenged, and completion and love and abundance for all, it's assured. You see, it gets down to it. The I Ching is so practical. It's just like plumbing or wiring. You put it together and it works. This this hexagram, in simple terms, says the requisites for correct leadership that will lead to a prosperous outcome, lifting the self-imposed fog as the road to abundant satisfaction and completion are brought into the clarity of inner vision. That's the third eye. You got it. That's the pineal gland opening up, spreading its melatonin, serotonin, dimethyltryptamine, and opening up this inner vision, this vision that's governed by your intuition, the place where you converse in simple prayer and sign with the divine. Divine don't need words. You can do it by symbol or sign or prayer. That's right. Note well, in these days on this vital pathway, you're going to be challenged. And meet these challenges with calmness and with the strength and with the attitude of the sage. A joyous, dancing spirit will show itself and will be your loving companion. Love and contentment will be revealed as the haze of doubt is lifted. And you can see again with finely honed senses that you can see, and it's clear. The water comes off the fog goes off the water, and you can see the lake. Focus on touch, sound, vision, fragrance, and sight. Look at each one just for a minute with me. If you focus on touch, How magic is that, this first touch? And sound, what you hear when you hear the other, when you hear your heartbeat, when you hear the wind, when you hear the sea, when you hear the sky people talking, and your vision. You know, we see, but we don't see. We got to look beyond what we see to what we know and what we feel. And fragrance, that beautiful thing that comes to us, and that fragrance that opens us up and lets us see with our senses, with our sight. These are all meant to enliven you at this crossroads in your life, and that's what it's talking about right now. This qua comes up because, sisters and brothers, the world is at a crossroads, and we are aspects. We are Gaia's and God's children. We're in it, and feel the earth now beneath your feet as you walk in gratitude for the gifts that nature has given us, as you honor the presence of the goddess Gaia, the protector of this beautiful blue marble floating in space. Stillness is your ally in this quest for truth. In the stillness now of your practice, quiet the critical aspect of the ego, the one that tells you you're not good enough, wants to take you off your course. And know that anything negative you hear within that relates to you is a lie. Correct it right there. And in this knowing, you can take away the power of that critical ego and become free to love, and then let yourself be loved. Right? That's what we're talking about with touch, sight, fragrance. Trust yourself now and step back in the joyful dignity of yourself as you adhere to the softness and the dignity of the warrior in concert with all. Right? Do you hear that? The warrior, softness, and dignity. Right? You are the leader and the one your tribe and inner sage has been waiting to appear, and you're there. And that's cool. That's very cool. So we sign off for this week. As we leave and we talk about love, we talk about peace and teaching peace, talking about the place that we want to be, places we want to open up in our life, where we want to love and dance and have joy together. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just want to reach out to everybody who's been there to help me get me to this place in my life where I'm able to share the information, share the knowledge, it's come from the people that have been in my life and kind of been there to help me and assist me. Vanessa and Laurie and the people that have taken me there, my great lovers in my life, like Joan and, as she goes her way, and Annie and Yana. All these beauties that have come to me to give me that strength, or we're coming out with something really special, working with Molly, working with Jenny, and bringing together this thing we're calling Soul Space. Soul Space is an online university, where you come to learn, where you come to meet your fellows, and we're going to have seminars, and we're going to have webinars, and we're going to have meditations, and we're going to bring stuff together. So keep an eye out for it. It's going to be members of a joyous group that comes together, and we're going to do it. So I send you as much love that I can muster from down here on the 20th parallel, telling you it's a beautiful day here, and I wish you the most beautiful day wherever you are. In Lakesha Lakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Yes, I do. Namaste, my sisters. Namaste, my brothers. Be the love that you desire and teach peace in every step. Honor the children, honor the elders, and honor your sweetheart. Think about it, man. Make yourself a cup of tea. Elsbeth will lead the way. Share the teas with the one you love. Do ceremony. Do ritual. Look into the light. I think it's time for an amen. Amen. Well, you know what? If you're sitting down, stand up. If you're lying down, get up. Do the silliest dance you ever done right now. Shake it. Be outrageous. Be silly. Trust yourself. You are the leader. You are the one. Yeah. Shake it out. Ain't love